Very good morning to the students. I am Manpreet Kaur, your ALGA teacher. I will be taking your ALGA 9. So, today we are going to begin with the revision work of this week. Here we are going to cover all the modules that you have just studied in this week. So, as you all know that there are 5 modules in ALGA, we will begin with phonics. In phonics, today we are going to cover hard G and the soft G sound. So, let us start. Okay students, here you can see that there are some words with the hard G sound and some are with soft G sound. Now let us know what do you mean by hard G sound. Now the letters that are followed by A, O and U consonants are read as hard G sound. For example, gum, bag, good, game. Here you can also see there are few images. It shows dragon. In the dragon word, the G is read as G. How it is read? G. And in the second picture, there is goal. Again we are reading the G as G. Now let us see what are soft G sounds. Now the G is read as J when it is followed by E, I and Y. Let us see some of its example. Here we can see gentle. How we are reading this? We are not reading this gentle. We are reading it as gentle because G is followed by E. Now next word, how we will read it? Danger, danger, apology, ginger. Here in the picture you can see what is this? Gem, gem, giraffe, G. So I think so students, it's clear how to read the words that are followed by A, O, U and what happens, the sound changes when the G is followed by E, I and Y. Now let us look some more example with soft G sound. Here in the first picture as you can see, gym, G-Y-M, genius, bridge, giant, gel, energy, orange, huge. Okay students, I think so the phonics part is clear to you. Let us proceed further with the whole words. Now here you can see in the picture that today we are going to frame the sentences using whole words. You all have learned many whole words, but today we are going to make sentences using those whole words. One example has been done for you. For example, sometimes. Now how we will frame sentence using sometime? We already know the meaning of the sometime. It means not regularly. So sometimes I feel very thirsty, so I drink a lot of water. Now I will be giving you two words and you will try to frame the sentences for those words. Now look at these words, that is during and spread. Here, now try to frame the sentences using these two words. I am giving you 1 minute. Try to frame the sentences using these words. Okay students, here are the answer, or we can say a simple answer for these two words. You can try your own sentences, but I am just giving you a hint how to frame the sentences using these two words. For during, it is I got injured during lunchtime. Number 3, the spread, the news about a new swing in school. The news about a new swing spread in the school. I hope now it's clear to you how to frame the sentences using the whole words. Students, now we are done with the two modules of ALGA, that is phonics and whole words. Now we will proceed to our third module, that is reading and listening comprehension. Here I will be giving you one comprehension related to the Swami Vivekananda life and you have to try to give the answer of those questions. So let's proceed. Okay students, see here, this is the comprehension based on the life of Swami Vivekananda. So let me read for you. Swami Vivekananda was a Hindu social reformer. He traveled across India to give lectures on Hinduism. Sometimes he was also invited by other countries to give lecture on religion. Here is a story from one of his many journeys across India. Now, during his voyage across India, Swamiji once halted at a railway station in Rajasthan. Here at the station, he would sit and preach his message to eager listeners. Now, people would eagerly wait for Swamiji to share his learning. Swamiji did not accept gifts or money from the listeners. During his travels, he would depend on people to give him food and water. However, 3 days passed by and nobody offered him any food. Swamiji was feeling hungry but didn't have any money to buy food. A cobbler at the station noticed this. The cobbler expressed his desire to offer Swamiji food, but he was scared since he belonged to lower caste. However, Swamiji, who did not believe in the caste system, happily accepted food from him. Some people at the station saw this and got angry. They condemned Swamiji for accepting food cooked by a cobbler. To this, Swamiji angrily replied, "You people claim to be gentlemen and boast of your high caste. Can you overlook the humanity he has just shown? How can you despise him without feeling ashamed?" People did not know what to say, and the cobbler had a smile on his face. Okay, students, now I will be asking you few questions from this video, from this comprehension. So be ready for that. Okay, students, now try to answer these questions from the passage. Number 1, that is, who was Swami Vivekananda? Why was the cobbler scared to offer food to Swamiji? Why did some people get angry when they saw Swamiji accepting food? I am giving you 1 minute, so try to find the answer from the passage of these questions. Then we will discuss it. Okay, students, I am speaking the answer and you can write down in your notebooks. The answer of the first question is, who was Swami Vivekananda? Swami Vivekananda was a Hindu social reformer. Answer of the second question is, cobbler was scared because he belonged to lower caste. Question number 3, why did some people get angry when they saw Swamiji accepting food? They got angry because Swamiji accepted food from the cobbler who belonged to lower caste. Okay, students, now open up your notebooks and draw one diagram, draw a table like this. Students, here you can see a diagram, a table. Try to find out the meaning of these words from the paragraph. You have to read one sentence before and try to find out other sentence that include the same word and try to find out the meaning of that word. I am giving you 1 minute for this activity as well. Start. Okay, students, let's write down the meaning of these words. Now, desire. Desire means wanting. Now, let us try to frame one sentence using this word. Komal had a desire to become a singer. Established. Established means set up or start. Hari established a school in his village. Number 3 word is purpose. The meaning of the purpose is reason for doing something. Now, the purpose of exams is to check how much students have learned. Okay, students, this was enough for our reading and listening comprehension. Now we will proceed to our 4th module, that is grammar. Students, you already have learned about what are collective nouns. So, collective nouns that are used for group of things. So, here in the image, you can see that different teachers are studying on their chairs. So, we will try to fill the blank with collective nouns that suit their group. So, all of you try to fill the word. A dash of teachers, what can be? Yes, the answer is a staff of teachers. Now let us try one more. Here you can see in the image there is a lion and his family. So what we will call this? A dash of lions. Can anybody tell? Okay. A pride of lions. The group of lions is called as pride. Now let us try one more. Yes, what we can see here? Different many photos are there. So an dash of photographs. What we will call it? An album of photographs. Now we are going to do one more activity related to the collective nouns. So here you can see that there are two columns, one is of collective noun and other is of noun. So we are going to try to match the collective nouns with the nouns. I am giving you again 1 minute, try to match it. Okay student, these are the correct answers. A choir of singers, a zoo of wild animals, an album of photographs. So now let us try one more activity. Here a sentence is given to you. Try to underline the noun and circle the collective noun. You can read the sentence. A choir of singers was singing on stage. Now circle the collective noun and underline the noun. Can you tell me what is the noun? Yes, so the correct answer is a choir is known as collective noun and singer is here noun. Let us try with one more sentence. The baker baked a loaf of bread. Now what is collective noun here? What is noun here? Bread. And what is collective noun? Let us look at the answer. Loaf. You know that in a packet of bread there are so many bread lined up. So that is known as loaf of bread. Okay students, now we are going to proceed with another type of noun based on common noun. We know that nouns can be a person, place, animal or thing. But now when I say a person can be either a man or woman. Let us see. As I already told that person can be man or woman. There are two gender of a person. Similarly, a child can be a girl or boy. There are two gender, that is a girl and boy. So a gender noun is a noun, or we can say a common noun to show male or female. Example, girl, father, woman. We have already discussed the other noun, that is common noun, proper noun, collective noun. Now we are going to look at what do you mean by gender noun. Now let us look at some of the example of gender noun. Here in your book at the SR page number 21, you have been given few example of the gender noun. For example, a child, it has two noun, that is male noun is known as son and the female noun is named as daughter. For parent we say father and mother. For police we say policeman and police woman. For horse we say stallion and mare. For fox we say fox and vixen. So similarly all these are the male noun and these red column is given as the female noun, because we used to differentiate the male and the female of the animals and the, humans on the basis of their name. This was all for our grammar section. Now we are going to cover the writing and speaking expression. In last week you might have learned how to write the sentences, how to add the details to sentences. Today we are going to enhance our paragraph by adding title. Another, that is we will also be adding one drawing to our paragraph. So let me show you how to do it. Students, this was the paragraph that you have written last week, that Meera is my friend and she is very kind. She shares food with me. I am unwell, and this was the sentences that were given to you. You have then made the chart and added details to that paragraph. This was the second step. So after adding the details to the paragraph was as such. Now we are going to try to give a title to our paragraph. Now, looking upon the details of the paragraph, we will try to give. Now, what was the main idea? Meera, she was friend and she is very kind. So, on the basis of on the basis of the details of the paragraph, we will try to give a title to the paragraph. So here I have tried to give a title, that is My Kind Friend, comma, Meera. All of you clear? Similarly, you can also give any another title to the paragraph based on your writing. So this is a sample title for this paragraph. Now we will add more details to our paragraph. We will try to draw one diagram to make it more attractive. So this is a sample drawing that I have prepared. There are two girls holding hand with each other. It shows how Meera and you, or we can say the friend, how these both friends are so closely attached to each other. Students, today I will be giving you one more topic to write down your paragraph. The topic for today will be being punctual. So, to write the paragraph faster, we will do both ideating and drafting of our paragraphs at the same times. Now, to write about the topic being punctual, recall about incidents from your life and think of the time when you have seen someone being on time or where you have been on time for something very important. You know that to be on time, it's how much important. If in school you are not on time, that it's obvious that you make separate line and obviously you will be punished for that also. Okay, so try to recall all those incidents and try to write small points related to this topic. Students, this time you already have been given the title of the paragraph. So now try to enhance a paragraph using A, B, C, D. Now what do you mean by A, B, C, D? A refers to add details and words. For example, here is a paragraph shown to you. My favorite teacher was Miss Malti. I really liked her very much. So all these are sentences that has been written. Okay. Now we will B, that is R, remove words and sentences that do not fit. Now earlier you have ideated whatever the ideas were there in your mind. Now remove those sentences or words that you didn't like. Number third, C, move words or sentences where they fit better. Okay, now remove the words or sentences like suppose you have made a hierarchically order. Now you are thinking that if I will write this sentence at the last, it will be much more better. So try to do it as well. Now substitute words with nicer word. Okay, you know that we are reading whole words, to try to include those words in your paragraph. Now this was for the enhancing a paragraph. You have enhanced your paragraph. Now try to edit a paragraph using cups. Now what do you mean by cups? Capital letters. C stands for capital letters. It means at the beginning of a sentence, for proper nouns and for letter T, you have to use capital letters. Then U means use of noun phrases in your sentences to enhance the paragraph. Then P, put one finger space between the words. Okay, whenever you are writing your paragraph, you have to put one finger space. I think so your teachers also told you this in your class, that always put one finger space between two words. Now next is spellings are all correct. Now if there is some spelling mistake, you should correct your spelling and your paragraph will be ready. Okay student, this was all for the today's class. I hope your all doubts regarding this week has been cleared, and for further inquiry you can call me personally or to Rajvinder ma'am as well. Okay, thank you and have a nice day.